Sonoluminescence. Luminescence excited in a substance by the passage of sound waves through it. So that means light comes into being in a substance by the passage of sound waves through it. And the electric universe shows that the entire universe is full of plasma. And so that is a substance excited by sound, which gives luminescence. So these are the properties of sonoluminescence. But basically, it's showing that the electric universe is basically being created by sound waves that obviously we cannot hear. It is the sound of energy movement which gives off light and sound. And so when we come back to God's words, we find out that his words are electrically, scientifically correct, and that God spoke light into the universe. Let there be light, and there was light. So God's words of energy reverberated through matter and produced light, because energy, electrical energy, which is what the universe contains, is what God is. God is alive, God is energy, God is electricity, living electricity, which is why we are all electric beings. The life and light in men's eyes is electrical. You turn off our electricity and we die. Again, the more the electric universe is proven, the more God is proven, because God is electrical, which is why they try to lie to you about gravity and fusion nonsense. Because it's nonsense. The universe is electrical, attraction and repulsion, to move matter. It's how we move, electrical impulses to move things. Seed pods, suns on strings, and lights in water. They all prove the universe is electrical, and it travels in a Berkeley current. And when two opposing fields meet, two opposing fingers rotate in the same direction, both clockwise, you will get an Ouroboros torus sphere, which when collapsed and reanimated gives off light. The forcing of sound through a liquid will create a cavity, which is where the word cavitation comes from. Energy moves matter, and so the energy, when two Berkeley currents are forced together, create an Ouroboros torus of energy in the center, which pushes out matter. And that's what it does in the water. Now, a bubble underwater should be at a higher pressure than the water, so the bubble isn't collapsed. But a bubbling cavitation is low pressure. So how does it form a bubble if it's low pressure? It's because energy is pushing out the matter. It's got nothing to do with the matter. Energy moves matter, so energy creates a cavitation space. And when it collapses, the energy that is holding the bubble out collapses into a star and gives off light, because the vibration of the bubble is condensed and compressed, so the frequency becomes higher, and the energy vibrates what little matter it has pushed out due to the low pressure, so there's not a lot in there. It's on strings pushing it out into an Ouroboros torus. So when that energy collapses, it vibrates through the low pressure matter, which means not a lot, and so gives off a lot of light.
And you look into the center, and in the center see a glowing blue-purple light, which could be seen with the unaided eye. It looked like a star in the heavens.
The star in a jar, a tiny spot of bright light contained in a flask of liquid. This star in a jar is made when a sound wave is passed through a small bubble inside a flask of liquid. And this sound wave makes the bubble do something remarkable. First it expands, then it collapses. And this collapse happens so violently that vapor molecules trapped inside the bubble slam together and heat up so much that the bubble gives off an incredible burst of heat and light, several thousand times a second. giving the appearance of a star.